Sure.
What behind you?
So we need some weights, light or heavy. You can swap between the two. Some things you might want to just drop, depending on what weight you've got. We can swap around if we need to. We're going to start our backs, legs completely straight. Unless that doesn't suit you, then you can bend your knees so that's more comfortable on your back. And rest your arms, curl your palms up, squeeze your shoulder blades under, and rest your body down. Most importantly, breathe. So whilst you're here, you use this opportunity to just be heavy in the ground and to find your breath. And as you know, it's in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try and slide your shoulder blades together a little bit more underneath your body so you're really finding that kind of opening through the front of the shoulders. As you inhale, feel your rib cage expanding out to the side, and as you exhale, draw everything down in towards the floor. So squeezing the tummy down and then releasing as you breathe in again. And just do 2 or 3 more breaths there. And then grab one of your weights, doesn't matter how heavy or light it is. Take your, hold the weights either side of your hand, and then take a stretch with the arms to the floor. And as you do so, point the toes down towards the floor. And as you exhale, push the heels away, draw the toes in, stretching through the backs of the legs, and then point the toes again as you inhale, lift the rib cage, as you exhale, toes in, heels away, squeeze the belly down. Do that one more time. And then exhale, bring the weight up above your shoulders, pause there. Bend your knees, feet onto the ground. We inhale, let's warm up. Lift the tailbone, exhale, come all the way up into bridge. The arms come back, just floating away from the floor. And then lower your bottom and your weight down. Inhale, chin to chest, exhale, little crunch up. And then inhale to pause, exhale, roll it out. Arms above shoulders. Lift up into the bridge, take your arms behind you. Then drop your bottom back down. Inhale, chin to chest, exhale, curl up, squeeze up into bridge. And just repeat that. Now you might find yourself sliding backwards. I'm already doing that because my head's come off the mat already. So you might just shuffle yourself down a little bit. And big lift, stretch those arms, reach, squeeze the butt, pull the knees in on that bridge as you roll out, curl, and get those shoulders another inch off the floor. Release. So your bridge, what will start to happen is your knees will fall away from your feet. So your feet a little bit further forward than your knees, that's fine. Challenges those hamstrings a little bit more. Let's do one more of these. So one more lift into bridge. One more drop down, one more crunch. And then drop down. Take hold of one weight in the hand. Take the opposite arm out. So take hold of the weight of your right hand. Left arm out wide, palm facing up. Lift the legs up to tabletop. We're going to drop our legs to the left and our arm to the right. Back to the middle. Take the arms up to meet in the middle. Swap the weight over. Take it the other way. Come up to the center. Swap it over. Slowly transitioning. So we're warming up through the spine, allowing that rotation, opening up the chest, front of the shoulders. Take your eye gaze out to the side, or you can start going the opposite way to your legs. So you follow the weights. And then bring that weight up to the middle. Hold it with both hands, take your feet up to the sky, lift your head and shoulders up, and then crunch up, drop down, crunch up, drop. Point the toes, extend the knees. Inhale down, exhale up. 5 more, 5. 4, straighten those knees a little bit more, everybody. 3, 2, last one. And 1. Drop the weight behind you, drop it to the ground, turn your side your palms underneath, stretch the arms to absolute extension. Push your back flat into the ground. Inhale, drop your left leg down, toes point to the sky. We lift the leg back up, pointy at the top. Other side. Right leg down, dorsiflex the feet to return the legs up. Breath in to drop, exhale to power up. Breath in to drop, exhale to power up. Two more. Hold your legs at the top, stretch and push them into that hamstring stretch. Pull your toes down, heels up. And then point the toes, lower your left leg to the floor, lower your right leg to the floor, stretch the body. Dome through the tummy, let your rib cage fall away, and then exhale, draw it down, lift the arms up above, and drop the weight to the side. Right, so we're going to hold on to the weights with both hands this time. And now they come out to a T. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, lift your right leg. Keeping the legs as straight as possible, we go into that pendulum motion. Dropping it over to one side, using your obliques, pull back into the center. Exhale to the other side. Now, this is too much with your legs straight. Go back to bent knees, and then you can straighten them when you drop them over to the side, bend them through the center, and then straighten them over to the other side. Okay, that's your kind of easier option. Otherwise, pendulum. Now, if you want more, you can make a smiley face. So we drop the legs over to one side, we make a smiley face all the way around to the other side, pause, and then all the way back around again. Yeah, that is completely optional. You might want to stick to side. Again, it's kind of listening to your back, see how your back feels. Shoulder blades pinned to the ground. One more each side. So you might have slid down the mat a little bit, which means you probably balance stuff up from those bridges. Bend your knees, pop your feet down to the floor. Bring your arms above your shoulders, press them up to the sky, bring your weights together. If you've got light weights, take them apart. Bring the weights slightly together. Feet down, we lift the hips up, we bend the elbows behind the head, skull crushers, and extend our arms back up. And then drop our hips as we bend the elbows. Exhale, power the hips up, lift the heels. We press our arms to the sky. So everything drops down, everything kicks up. Right, key tips to this one. Elbows close in towards the head. Upper arms barely moving. Lower arms are bending deep, so they're almost touching the floor, but not bashing your head, even though they are called skull crushers. See if you can lift your heels all the way off the ground and squeeze your thighs a little bit closer together, so we're activating all muscles of the legs. Working the backs of those arms. 5 more. Keep that control. Come on, lift up onto those toes. 1 more. We lift up. We hold. The heels are up. We squeeze up a little bit deeper. We bend the arms behind the head and we press up and down. Half bend, extend. Half bend, extend. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, lift the hips, 2, hold it up there, inhale, drop the heels, exhale, open your arms, part everything back to the floor again. Take your feet and knees a little bit further apart, let the knees drop to one side, to the center and over to the other side. So just a little bit of mobilization into the hips, lower back, inner thighs, outer thighs. Excuse me. And then bring yourself back into the center. Keep your knees wide, bring your big toes together, make a diamond shape. So your options here, we're going to work into flies. So as I lower my heels to the ground, my elbows touch the ground, and I exhale, lift everything up into the center again. So this can be a little bit harsh on your lower back. And if it is, just drop one leg at a time, maintaining that lateral rotation. So either half diamond the whole way through or full diamond. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, everything comes up into the center. Big muscle, you can go heavy on the weights. Eight more. Slowly. Squeeze those feet together, they're working together. Don't let the heels drop lower than your knees. Three more. Last two. Give me one more. Hold to the top. Now extend your legs to the sky, pointing the toes. Lift your head and shoulders up. And we're going to work gently, bending the elbow, tapping down, raising back up. Actually, let's turn the palms forward to have a little bit more stability. Palms forward, press down. Stay in your crunch. If you wish, both together, up and down. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. If you need to park your feet, park your feet. But carry on working through chest press rather than flies. Lift the shoulders right off the ground. Come on, get as much as you can to your crunch. Stay high. Press. Go a little bit faster. Let's do this. 8, 7, no faster than me. 6, 5, crunch up more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And 1, head, shoulders down, palms facing in. Open your arms as you lower your legs controllably. Am I on my own here? No, to the floor. So flat down. Now release one of your weights. Actually, I'm going to release both weights because I'm going to take a lighter weight. So up to you if you want to stay heavy. Turn onto your side, onto your right side. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of out of thigh buttock work, nasty stuff. My worst. You don't have to use weight, it's entirely optional. Bend your lower knee, so your right knee's bent forward. You're resting your hand on your head and your arm. You're taking your weight and you're resting it on your upper thigh. That leg is already off the ground, hovered at hip level, okay? Now lift it a couple of inches above hip level. Point your toe. Now squeeze your butt cheek to pull the leg slightly behind, but don't let your hips protrude forward. Then flex the foot, swing that leg all the way forward. When you come all the way in front of that hip bone, turn your toes to the sky. And then point your toes, swing your leg all the way back and squeeze very gently behind. Flex the foot, forward, 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 forward. As you do so, toes to the sky. Get it right in front of your hip and swing it all the way back. And you can lose the weight if you wish, if it feels too much. It's more important you have the control and the full range rather than struggle the whole way through and not get that full range. Don't forget to turn those toes up at the top, up, 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 up. So you're laterally rotating that hip. We're not letting the hip just fall forward. And then your core needs to kick in a little bit more. And don't let the leg fall lower than your hip height at any point. Squeeze it back, good. Keep the hips stacked. Core on tight, lovely. Right, we're going to do 3 more. Don't rush it. Okay, we're coming to our last one. So full one forward all the way. Tie the toes up, don't forget. Now point the toes, swing the leg all the way back behind. Lift it up as high as it will go and press it up and down. So my leg is slightly behind my hip, but I'm not allowing my hip bone to kind of change its position. Keep pressing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause it there. Flex your foot. Swing your leg all the way forward. So it's all the way in front of that hip. Turn the toes to the sky. Heels down. Toes to the sky. Pulse. So try and get your kneecap completely rotated up towards the sky. It won't, but you're trying. Now engage those abs. Get lots of movement in that leg. Get those legs higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Point the toes, swing the leg all the way back to the middle, lift it up, pulse again. So now we're in the center, lengthen out through the leg, squeeze the belly. Now get more movement up and down. Come on, we've got lots of movement here. There's more mobility when we're level. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2 is maximum point, and 1 release. Bend the knees together, drop the weight, give it a little rub. And then we're going to roll over onto the right buttock, coming up into the elbow. Taking a light weight or heavy weight if you really wish. Then pull the knees in, so you lift off the ground. Lift out your shoulder. So just test one for me. Pull the weight down towards the heels. And then as you reach your arm back, you need to drop down onto the shoulder blade. And then lift it again. Okay, then you'll find your right place. So squeeze in, hold. You haven't started yet. You haven't started yet.
The king.
Come back. Come back. Lift up. Let's go. Lengthen. Pull in for 1. Stay with me. Lengthen. Time under tension. Squeeze it. Now listen, the most important thing about this, side bend on that weight reach towards the foot. So you get a little reach and a lengthen. You can lose weight whenever you want. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stay with me, come on. 12, 13. We're going to do 2 more. 40. We're going to hold this next one in. And side bend, reach, pull the thighs in. So you're squeezing to the left. Reach further, pull the knees further in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay here. Take the legs to the sky. Reach the weight up. Crunch, crunch, curl, curl, curl. Come on, reach to the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release. Come up onto your hand. Part your legs. Slide the leg and take a little side bend. Lift up out of that left side. Enjoy that wonderful stretch. You're going to drop your elbow. You can go deeper into the stretch. Turning your chest up towards the ceiling. And then free the arm. Elbow and shoulder, knees stacked. Half plank. My arms were dead last night, they're still dead. Take hold of your weight, reach the arm, reach the leg. Nice long deep breath in, exhale, curl up and in. Inhale, reach away. Knee to the sky, elbow to the sky. So everything's turning up to the ceiling, not forward, not down, but reaching up and down. 8. Squeeze that underneath buttock to get as much elevation as you can. Just literally trying to reach up a little bit higher. 4. Lift higher up. Knee to the sky. Feel yourself going over and across. Hold the last one in your crunch. Lift your hips. Take a breath in, exhale, lengthen away. Make a half star. Lift the leg up to the sky. All right. want to do this nice and easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. You have to make sure we get the other side in, especially you. Can't go away wonky. You know, it disturbs me. Exactly. Okay, grab the weight. Wait, have all the way down there, John. They're really miles away. Mark, you're right there with your feet to us. Just going to swing around to be sociable. Okay, so 90-degree angle through the arm. Feel free to lose the weight if you want to. Okay, we take the feet wide, we ground feet, we lift up the upper body. So as we turn to one side, reach the weight to the thigh, return it to center, other side, reach, center, and down. Quite intense. Up, reach. It's very intense with pause. Feel free to have mine. Up, reach, squeeze. This is intense without weights, right? So, I've educated you before about side flexion. The first thing we lose as we get older is our side flexion. So these kind of exercises are really vital. Pin those feet to the ground. Pin them down. They'll break your point level. They don't want to be, do they? So we need to not only work them, those little side flexors, we also need to stretch them, which is why we do lots of side bends and things. So think about that as you're working this. Think about grounding your hips, using your back extensors to get high. You side bend, you big squeeze reach. You want all your back muscles to be working as well as the side muscles. Buttocks fired up. We're going to go 4 more. So you do all 4 without the relaxation in the middle, which is literally a split second. Come on, last reach. Side bend, Anthony. Look down, reach, turn. And then drop down and relax. Always take a little wriggle. Side your hands to side of the shoulders, lift up. Take a little child's pose or a cat stretch, reaching through. So let's go into that side reach. Interlace your fingers, just come into a little C shape through the upper body. As I pull my arms to the left, I pull my right hip bone down into my heels. Quite a forceful stretch. If you've got a strong grip, you can kind of really encourage that pull. And then take it to the other side. Big side bend, put back to the left hip this time. And then come back into the middle. Okay, let's go straight onto the other side. So either switch ends or just turn yourself over so you're lying on your left side. Flat down, underneath leg bent, right hand on right thigh, leg comes up. Pointing the toe to begin with, a little squeeze in the butt to take that leg behind, find your balance, then dorsiflex your foot, swing your leg all the way forward, turn your toes up at the last point, and then point the toe to bring your leg back. And then don't let your leg drop below hip level at any point, yeah? That's the most important thing here. The second you let your leg drop below the hips, you'll automatically twist your pelvis. So we want to keep that control, unless we're purposely trying to twist our pelvis, which we're not. Remember, weight is optional. I want you to think about range, everyone. I want you to keep that leg Swing it as much further forward than your underneath leg. Bring all the way in as far as it will go. Then turn the toes up at the last point and pull back. Nice. You might find it a little bit easier on the side. You might not. You might find it is. Starting to see quite a few hips moving. Remember to really draw in for your core. That supports you. So you don't want to be wobbling all over the place. 4 more leg swings. Don't rush it. Keep that same momentum. Okay, we're coming to our last one. So one big swing forward. Keep that lateral rotation. Point the toe, swing the leg back. Squeeze it slightly behind. Make sure it's higher than your hip level. Now lift it up 2 or 3 inches and then pulse it. And whilst you're pulsing it, lengthen it. Full extension through that leg. Come on, lots of movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dorsiflex the foot. Come on, let's go all the way forward, all the way forward, 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 forward. Turn the toes up. Big presses up and down, but not lower than your hips. Core on. Come on, some of you need to get your legs much further towards your head. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pause. Point the toes, swing that leg back all the way to the center. Lengthen it away, lift up, and it's little tiny pulse at the top. You can go a little bit faster with these. There's more range, there's more motion, there's more muscle control. Come on, get it high, get it high, get it higher. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the butt and hold it, bend it, release it, weight down, smack the buttock or the thigh, whatever hurts, or massage into the area of pain. Then we roll over onto our left buttocks. With this one, I always want you to do 1 repetition just to get enough feel for where your arm position is. So once you're rolled over and you're on your elbow, pull your knees in, reach the weight, and then do 1 and slide your elbow into the right place. And then that gives you a chance to go straight into it. Let's go. Reach and lengthen. Reach and lengthen. In and away. Lose the weight if you need to. 6. Get those thighs really pulled in. Remember, your side bending towards the right, so you reach your weight further down towards your foot. 8, 9, 10. 5 more to do. 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 1 more. Now remember, we hold and we pulse in. So the thighs pulse, but also the side of our waistline pulses, and we reach around and pull the knees in. Reach, reach, lots of movement, movement, movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember, we haven't finished. Last 2. Hold it, legs to the sky. Reach the weight up to those toes. Scoop the belly in. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe. Come on, legs straight. Touch the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. So you land here. Set yourself up for the next exercise. Elbow on shoulders, bend the knees, lift into a half plank. No rest. No rest because Nancy's fault. Hips forward, shoulder beneath, above the elbow, arm up, then take it overhead, take the leg with it. And then we come up and over and we squeeze in, we kick away for 1, 2. So when we pull our knee in, try to let your hips drop. We're going all the way up and over. Come on, turn those knees to the sky. We're nearly there. Give me 5 more, everybody. Pull in. Kick away. Pull in for 4. Exhale. And 2. Last one. Hold it, hold it. Now squeeze and lift those hips. And then kick away. Half star. Lift the arm and the leg. Lift up through the hips. Squeeze that underneath butt cheek. 5. Lift the leg. 3. Lift the leg. 2. And release. I forgot my little stretch, didn't I, in between? Come up onto your hand, bend your legs in that position, and take a side bend. So just lift out over that rib cage, turn your chest slightly up. If you want a little bit more, you can drop back down to the elbow, and it gives you a little bit more of a kind of range. Take some long deep breaths. And gently release. Swing yourself around and kind of lie yourself back down to back. Now, earlier on we did a weight swap where we're dropping one leg and we come to the other side. Now we're going to do it with 2 weights in the hand. Heavy weights, big muscle, and work hard. Arms up. Right, we're going to do it as a combo exercise. Which means we're going to do one each side and then we're going to do dead bug. So let's just follow me and do one really slow. Start here, tabletop position. Open out the left arm, the knees go to the right. Find the balance, pull back in and go to the other side. And then pause back in the middle again. Kick opposite arm to leg, away. Bending the elbow slightly, pulling back in. Don't go all the way behind. Find your point of control. And then back out to those rotations. One out to one side. Then to the other side. Back to the middle. Dead bug. And so on. Now, the option is also there to make it harder. And if you want that, take your legs straight. And you can do dead bugs with straight legs instead. So there's quite a lot of coordination to think about, which is why you need to go slowly. Just listen to your body. Right, we're going to go 2 more, okay? I haven't done 2, I've done 1. But I will wait for you all. Okay, straighten those legs up to the sky, they're not ready. Inhale, exhale, lift the shoulders off the ground. Turn your palms forward and go back to that chest press. Stay in a crunch. If you want a little bit more, take one leg to a hover. Other leg to the sky. Press. Press. If it's too much on the neck, drop your head, carry on the arm movement, carry on the legs. Swap your legs over carefully. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Lift the legs up, head down, arms open carefully to the floor. Bend the knees and put those knees over to the right. Park them. Weight sits on top of the thigh and go to twist. Just breathe. Go as deep as you can, just to stretch. Make sure your left shoulder blade is hitting to the ground. And the knees drop all the way down to the right. Now release the weight. Lift the top leg. Lift the bottom leg. Bring the feet together. Lift your feet up to a diamond shape again. Now we're going to drop our legs slightly over to the right, so I'm meeting the floor almost to the corner of my mat, back up into the center, and dropping down to the left. So we're working back into those obliques here, a little bit of rotation. My knees are always pushing away. As I drop down, the outer edge of my foot taps the ground. We come back into the center, and the other side, the other outer edge of the foot touches down. Or the other foot in the outer edge touches down, you know what I mean. So you will feel your lower back sits off the ground, but keep the control in the tummy to the right to the edges of your abs. Six more. You can make your lever longer if you wish. Last two. Last one. Then bring yourself back into the middle and let your feet fall apart. So you drop your feet to the floor into a lovely butterfly position. Let your knees fall side to side, like a little rocking swaying sensation. Allowing that, giving the hips, the lower back. Just let go of all the tension. Bring yourself back to the center, close your knees, put your knees in towards your chest, and let's take our knees carefully to the left. Put the left hand on the thigh, twisting into the right shoulder. Just breathe, give 20 to 30 seconds to enjoy this position. Now release the weight from that thigh. Lift the top leg. Lift the bottom leg. Pop the feet down. Pull your right leg in. Catch around the front of the shin. Pull your shoulders back to the floor and drive that thigh in towards the center of your chest. Well, sorry, to the kind of in between your center of your chest and your right shoulder. Then slide your left leg flat down into the ground. Find that hip flexor stretch. If you wish, you can take it a little bit wider. Keep hold of the knee, bend your left leg again, pop the right foot over the left knee, catch the left thigh, stretch your buttock, head shoulders down, right knee pushed away, a little bit more weight over into that left buttock. You might want to use your elbow to open that knee out and try and pull your shoulders as much as you can into the floor, spine in connection with the ground. That includes your tailbone. Now release that left leg. Take the right leg up to the sky, catch on the back of the thigh, maybe slide your hand up to the calf. Straighten the knee again for resistance with your hand. Feel free to use a strap band towel if you have one, and then slide your left leg away again. that leg as straight as you can go. Take a long deep breath in, go a little bit deeper as you exhale. And then lift the left leg straight up to the sky again. Catch around the outside of your hamstring or above the knee to calf, and lower your right leg down as we stretch into this left side. Sole of the foot to the ceiling, pin your hip bones down into the floor, brace the knees as much as you can. Pull those shoulders to the floor. So taking one more breath, go a bit deeper. Slide your right foot in, pop that left ankle over the right knee, catch the thigh on that right side. Open the left leg, a little bit more weight to the right buttock. Be quite forceful in the arms. And breathe into that left buttock stretch. Now as we release the right leg, pull the left knee in, catch around the front of the shin, drive the knee into the center of the chest, between the shoulder and the middle of your chest, and then slide your right leg flat to the ground. Flex and stretch. So after a few breaths here, you can move the knee a little bit further to the left if you wish. You might find it's easier, find your tightest point and just breathe into it. And begin to free the legs, slide the hand behind the back of the hamstring. Then bend your elbows and use it just to roll yourself to seated. Bring yourself into a comfortable cross-leg position, if that is comfortable. We'll take your legs out in front of you. Hands on the knees, sit tall. Pull your shoulders back. Then interlace the fingers, stretch your arms forward, squeeze apart through the shoulder blades by gluing your fingers together, opening out. Dip your chin slightly. And then inhale, turn your palms away. Exhale, leave your arms up to the sky. Take a long deep breath in and lift up. And then as you exhale, just open out your arms, bring your hands together, bow, clap. Thank you so much. It's nice to have a bigger group back in the room again.
Yeah.